Are we ready? Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
No, I'm not doing it. I can't do it
Not
today.
today?
Mm-mm.
Hey, how y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
Welcome back to another episode. If I'm looking down, it's because we've been having technical difficulties.
For the past 2 hours.
And I'm just making sure that it's still recording.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
ready
right.
to get started?
Started.
So today we're talking about trust issues.
Ooh, my favorite.
I have 4 stories basically about friendship, family, your partner. So, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna start off pretty sad.
Starting off sad. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't want to leave it at the end. It's too sad. Story number 1. Am I the asshole for not trusting my family anymore? Hi all, this is my first time posting anywhere, so forgive me for any errors. I had just finished finals for my sophomore year of college and was 3 days from going home for winter break. I was very excited to see my cat, who I have had for 19 years, and I repeatedly told my mom how excited I was. My mom said he was excited to see me too, and she sent me pictures of him the entire week leading up to me going home. At some point, my dad had mentioned to me that my cat hadn't been feeling well, but every time I had asked for updates, he avoided the question. So the day I was flying home, my flight is 2 hours, and I'm literally walking out of my dorm when I get a call from a number I don't recognize. I decline it, and the caller leaves a voicemail, which I listen to while I'm in the car with my roommate to go to the airport. The voicemail is from a what is it called? The voicemail is from a crematorium, letting me know that they have taken care of my cat's remains. I stopped working. I was crying and screaming so loud, my roommate thought I was hurt. I didn't understand how he could be dead, as my mom had sent me pictures of him that morning saying he was so excited to see me. I called my parents immediately and demanded to know if my cat was dead. My dad got really annoyed and asked how I knew, so I told him the crematorium called me, and that's when they told me the truth. Apparently, my cat had gotten sick out of the blue to the point where they had to put him down, and he had actually been dead for over a week. My mom has taken my number off his vet file so they wouldn't be able to call me, but it had somehow not been taken off the one for the crematorium. Then she and my dad had gotten pictures of him they had taken while I was away and were sending those to me to convince me he was still alive. They even contacted friends and family to play along if I brought him up so they could break the news when I was home, surrounded by their love. I was telling my family members left and right how much I missed my cat and I had never been without him, and they all acted like they had no idea he was actually dead. When I finally got back home, my parents were furious I was upset with them because I didn't appreciate all they did for me to spare my feelings, and they knew if they told me, I would have failed all of my finals. They said they knew me better than I knew myself, and they did me the right thing. Anytime I tried to bring it up to them or even just cried because I missed him, they would ask me why am I being so dramatic. It's been 2 years, and although I've come to terms with it, I still don't feel I can trust them or the people they got to lie to me. If someone in my family tells me the sky is blue, I feel like I have to go outside and check for myself. My aunt told me today that I'm paranoid and disrespectful to my family because I always try to verify what they tell me now. Am I the asshole for not being able to trust them anymore?
That's so tough. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
First of all, how does the crematorium have your number? They don't just. Do they get that from the vet?
I guess.
Or do you plan that ahead? Because the cat wasn't young but wasn't old, was he? He? She?
No, 19 years old.
Aye! Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Um, my mom has taken my number off his vet file so they couldn't be able to call me, but it has somehow not been taken off to the one at the crematorium. Okay.
So, like, your number was already there.
I
Anyways, I
guess it
guess
just
that's
like
not really.
transfers right away, and then you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like the whole file just goes
Mm-hmm.
probably, and then since the mom only took it off from the vet,
At the vet,
it
yeah.
was already probably sent type thing.
That's fucked up.
That's so sad.
Mm-hmm. Like, I somewhat understand why the parents did what they did.
Decided to tell her later on. Like they
Yeah,
wanted to tell her when she got home.
yeah, that. But at the same time, it's like if ever something's going on with your cat, like I would like to know
Yeah, you would want to say bye.
exactly. But like, would she have gone home sooner?
Probably.
Especially, bro, like the timing is terrible. Like that's her finals,
Yeah.
exams week and everything. Like,
Yeah, her cat passed away before her exam week.
mm-hmm. That's actually terrible. But then like the way the dad got annoyed that she
Yeah.
found out, first red flag. Second one was saying like, "Oh, we know you better than you know yourself."
Mhm.
So honestly, if I was her, like I'd be just like her. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
right? But I'm just trying to like give them the benefit of the doubt.
I know.
Like as a parent, would I do the same thing, especially finals week? Like if it wasn't finals week, they'd be an asshole.
I know.
But because it's finals week,
Yeah.
like you already know if something traumatic happens like that, then like yeah, you're definitely maybe not failing your finals, but like you're not gonna do as good as
Mhm.
you would if
Yeah.
nothing had happened.
I mean, I think that I get it. Like the parents, like if they had told her during her finals week, she just would have been wrecked the whole week, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, do they give grace at school during like during like a pet loss? I know they do if you lose like a close family,
Mm-hmm.
but do they do the same thing for a pet?
True.
Like, I wonder. But
I feel like it
like,
also depends on the teacher.
yeah,
Cause
exactly.
she's what in college?
Sophomore college, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would be so mad.
Oh yeah.
Like
So
if
like the fact that the parents told all her close ones to play along
yeah,
is crazy.
yeah,
That's so crazy to me.
yeah. I don't blame her for having trust issues, honestly.
No, yeah.
I'm sure it's so traumatic. I feel like I wouldn't have mind failing exams
Mm-hmm.
rather than not saying bye to my pet. Like the bigger regret of like you can always retake a fucking exam. You can
Yeah.
always retake something,
Yeah, but like
classes,
if you
whatever.
fail your finals, this is I'm assuming in the States.
Yeah.
So college is expensive.
I don't care. That's my cat.
Yeah, no,
19
100%.
years, bro.
Yeah, 19 years is
My god, that's
crazy.
like her whole life.
I feel like a lot of parents are like, yo, it's a pet, like yo, just get another one type thing. And I don't know if they're that type of parents. Not that it gives them a pass for doing what they did, but
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Because me, honestly, like, I'd be just like her. I'd be double checking everything at
Yeah.
that
But
point.
like I get it that like her parents were looking out for her, but at the same time, like, why are you mad that I found out?
Yeah, no, that's crazy. The fact that he was annoyed, the dad was
Yeah.
annoyed.
Like the parents thinking that like it's better for her to find out later because of her exam week.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I feel like that's the only thing that's like okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
fine. Other than that, like the way that they're like treating her and like, bro, like get over it. You're dramatic.
yeah. No, that's crazy. Because, like, telling someone in person is so much better, right? Because at least you're there to, like, comfort them or whatever, as opposed to saying it over the phone and then they hang you up. And then you, as a parent, you're stressing because, like, what if she's driving? What if she's out and about to do something, like, crazy, like jump off a bridge or something?
I'd jump off a bridge if I knew that I didn't get to say bye to my cat. More than me finding out that they're gone or like me having to go home.
Yeah.
Like the trauma that you go through is bigger not knowing that you get to say bye or like not knowing that they're gone than saying bye and having that closure
Mm-hmm.
or
Finding out, I'm so sorry that I'm laughing, but finding out from the crematorium,
the phone call saying like, yeah, we took care of your cat's remains. Excuse me? It's
it's like
fun.
straight from a movie. Like, there's no way. Yo, if I was her, I'd laugh. Like, I'd go through a roller coaster of emotions right there. I'd be like, nah, I think you got the wrong person. Like, there's no way.
Like you got the wrong phone number. And then her aunt saying that she's paranoid and disrespectful towards the family. Bro, it doesn't sound like her parents apologized to her.
At all.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
They're just like, you're dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Low-key gaslighting her.
Yeah, like, bro, apologize. Like, if she had a proper like, I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
and like, we thought this was better for you
Mm-hmm.
because you
Mm-hmm.
were this that blah blah blah. But they're like, we know you better than you know yourself.
Yeah.
Get over it,
Yeah.
bro. What?
Is there an update? I mean, are you surprised that the aunt
No, the aunt was probably in it as well. Fucking stupid. Mind
is
your own
probably the
business.
one that told the parents like, yo, do this, do that?
But the story was 4 years ago and nothing. No
No update.
updates. This one's top comment. Where is it? Not the asshole. It would be one thing if they just didn't say anything for a week, but to send you pictures and have other people lie to you is messed up. And to be annoyed by your sadness over the loss of your pet isn't in your best interest either. However, I feel like for your sake, make peace with what has happened. How do you do that is up to you.
Mm.
My parents and extended family did this for my grandmother's death my freshman year, and they did the same thing for fear I would fail my finals. Worst part was calling my grandmother to wish her a happy birthday. My aunt picked up and said she would pass the message. My grandma died the day before. OP, totally understand why you would distrust them, especially since they knew it would be traumatic for you, but also somehow expect it to be brushed aside like no big deal. I would have trust issues after that too.
No, 100%.
And then like if you're not validating my feelings and you're just brushing it off, like
Yeah.
you're not helping me.
Yeah.
I would literally cry though. I don't think I could ever forgive them.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I said, if it wasn't for them brushing off like my feelings to the side,
Yeah, cause
that changes like everything.
I know.
Brushing it off to the side, cool, I'll never forgive you. If you actually validate it, then like, as you know, time heals, right?
Mhm.
But then like you'll be like, okay, maybe it's time to forgive them, and then you'll visit back on how they reacted, and you'll be like, nah, you know what, fuck them.
Fuck these bitch.
Yeah,
Cool.
that was the saddest story out of all of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Story number 2.
Mm.
Ready?
Mm.
Am I the asshole for not fully trusting the intentions of my wife's longtime male friend? My wife and I met in college and have been married for 30 plus years. In high school, she was very close friends with a guy she met in summer camp. Let's call him Joe, who attended high school about an hour away, so they saw each other frequently throughout the year. My wife has always said the relationship was never remotely romantic, and I fully believe that for her part. However, I met the guy many times during college, and it was clear to me that he would gladly move beyond the friend zone if given a chance. Now, my wife absolutely hates jealousy in any form and doesn't have much sympathy for insecurity either. And I knew that this friendship was important to her, so I accepted that if I wanted to be with her, this friendship came with the bargain. Near the end of college, my wife introduced Joe to one of her girlfriends, and they began dating and eventually married. Joe's wife was deeply insecure about his friendship with my wife, and apparently had had the same perspective that I did about how he truly felt. Joe and my wife had not been in any real contact beyond Christmas cards for about 25 plus years, but he continued to come up from time to time in our conversations about her high school years. Joe and his wife are currently going through a divorce, and he's taking time to drive around the country in a big RV to process the breakup. Joe decided to stop for a week in the city where we live and reached out to my wife to reconnect. She was very excited about this, and while I was somewhat ambivalent, I trust my wife 100%. Joe has been to our house a few times, and they spent a day together sightseeing in our area. My wife acknowledged that I've been welcoming and gracious during these visits, but I have told her that while I completely trust her, my perspectives on Joe truly feels about her have not changed. She's angry with me for sharing how I feel about this and think that I should have kept it to myself, so it didn't detract from her experience reconnecting with Joe. He's moving on in a couple of days, but it would be helpful to get additional perspectives on whether or not I am the asshole
He's the asshole about what? Just thinking
of
like,
telling his wife. Well, am I the asshole for not fully trusting the intentions of my wife's longtime male friend?
no, he's not the asshole, but like, nothing he can do because he hasn't done anything. And like, can't really talk to her about it because she has no sympathy for jealousy
Yeah,
and
and insecurity.
insecurity.
Yeah.
feel like there's not much to say about this one. I feel like, I mean, like, I feel like any normal person
Mm.
would feel exactly
Like
the way
him?
he
I
does,
know.
right? Especially for men. You men.
No, woman too. I feel like this is somewhat similar to what we were dealing with a couple years ago with your bestie girl.
Mm-mm.
But this is different because he's been friends with her for a long time, since high school.
Mm. Like they were always friends, right? Joe
Yeah, they
and
were
Dwight.
always friends. But the thing is, like, I get that she, like, hates jealousy. She
Mm-hmm.
hates jealousy in any form and doesn't have much sympathy for insecurity either. I don't know, I feel like the way you were dealing with it when I was telling you about it, like, you were still very open ears, even if,
Mm-hmm.
like, I feel like you're basically like her. Like, you have sympathy, but you don't like, you don't care about jealousy. Like, you don't feel an ounce of jealousy
Mm-hmm.
compared to, like, everyone else. Like,
Yeah.
you don't feel jealous at all,
No.
ever, about
No.
nothing.
No.
So,
Cause
like,
like if you want to go, go, kind of thing. You know, like
yeah,
that's where you feel like you'll be at your happiest. Then.
you're not even jealous with, like, guy friends. That's still different
Mm.
than a new relationship with a man's type
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, with you, you're very, like, understanding.
Yeah. Because even though I feel the way I do, I
Yeah.
understand. Like I feel like majority is that way.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either jealous or not insecure, but, like,
Because me too, I don't like jealousy,
yeah.
right? But like if my significant other feels jealous, then like I'll try to suppress that as much as I
Mm-hmm.
can. Like why would I fuel the fire kind of thing, you
Yeah, but
know?
I also don't think he's jealous, right?
He's not jealous. He's just scared.
Of his intentions.
Yeah.
But that's the thing,
Because he
like,
knows that like he'll sorry to cut you off, but he knows that like if ever the opportunity presents itself, like he's jumping on it. As
exactly.
opposed to her, she'll be like, do you think it's because he doesn't trust also on what his wife would do? Like let's say he did jump on her, right?
Yeah.
Do you
I
think
don't
he's
know.
worried that she would like go for it?
I don't think so because I feel like for someone that hates jealousy and doesn't like
Mm-hmm.
insecure people,
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like she's very in tune with herself, just like how you are.
Yeah, but at the same
But
time,
she sounds more closed off to, like, understanding his feelings.
mm-hmm. And is it because like she doesn't like jealousy and insecurity because she doesn't like let's say she did feel something about Joe.
Mm,
Does she just say that to her husband so she doesn't have to talk about the whole
their
situation, you
relationship.
know?
It can basically go both ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she can act very, like, nonchalant because, like, she's so, like, in tune with herself and she knows that, like, no matter what happens and how Joe tries to come at her, like, she's not gonna care because
Yeah.
she's
She
married to her husband, she loves her
mm-hmm.
husband. But then it can also switch up and be like, I'm not talking about how our relationship is because there's nothing going on, but then
Mm-hmm.
she can also be hiding shit. So,
Exactly.
like,
You just never know.
yeah, but I feel like the husband feels more not insecure. He feels he's scared of, like, the opportunity that he might.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like he can't talk to his wife about it because, like you said, doesn't fuck with jealousy insecurity. So
I don't
if you
know. It's
can't talk
tough.
to it about your significant other, then
I know
are you really in love?
it's tough because I feel like he's trying to talk to her and she doesn't even give him the, like, time of day.
I don't know. He really didn't get that from the story, right? It just besides that little part.
She's angry with me for sharing how I feel about this.
Oh, said that?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's angry with me for uh sharing how I feel about this and thinks that I should have kept it to myself so it didn't
mm,
detract from her experience from reconnecting.
basically. Nah, yeah, that's
I
not
don't
good.
know, cause, like, I feel like with you, I was really like, yo, I wasn't insecure, I wasn't jealous.
Yeah, but
I
you were
was
just like,
I was more like, I think I was basically like him. I was like, yo, if the opportunity comes, like, she's slipping into you, like,
mm-hmm,
she's sliding into
yeah,
whatever to get into that conversation with you and whatever, like,
mm-hmm.
I trust you fully, but I feel like that's where I was going, but, like, I don't know if he realizes that, like, he probably feels like it's disrespectful maybe
Like to her?
to him because also Joe's ex-wife
Mm-hmm.
had the same feeling that
Right.
he did.
Yeah. But I still don't get what you said about like him. About
Him feeling disrespected,
like, so basically you're saying that the wife doesn't.
care about his feelings. So it's like disrespectful. It's disrespectful to him. It's disrespectful to their relationship if ever Joe does try. Which like, okay, he hasn't, right?
So at this point, you think that Joe and his wife got a divorce because of that?
I don't know. That could be a totally different other thing, right? But like, cuz that's how I felt. I was like that's disrespectful to our relationship to
Mm-hmm.
me
Mm-hmm.
cuz it was like literally right in front of my face.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this husband sees it right in front of his face, like if Joe's actually trying,
Mm-hmm.
you know? But like this is hard because they've been friends for so long.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like he said what for the past 20, 25 years, it was only a Christmas card catch up kind of thing.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, you'd never know.
Mm-hmm. And this is the first time that they were gonna reconnect for all those years? Like him coming back into the town?
I think he mentioned that he's been to their house a couple times in the last 30 years, but this is the first time reconnecting
Mm-hmm.
since he's been divorced
Yeah.
with his wife.
Like I don't mind her being like eager to reconnect with him, but the fact that she said like him voicing his concerns,
Pissed her off.
yeah, and also she said that it changes the experience,
Yeah.
but that's some bullshit.
Maybe it's changing the experience because now she's,
More aware of his feelings?
I hope, well, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I hope it is a good thing. Maybe she is aware and maybe she'll see it, but then she's pissed off because why are you pissed off? Maybe she was like oblivious to it.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if he actually tried something though.
Mm-hmm. So asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole.
No, not the asshole.
Updates, comments.
There's a comment here. Hey everyone, OP here. This was my first post on Am I the Asshole, and I'm blown away by the response on both sides. Some have been really insightful and thought provoking, others not so much. I do believe that men and women can be friends, but I also think there's a lot of truth in the scene from When Harry Meets Sally, where Billy Crystal talks about how it's hard for a man to truly be friends with a woman he finds attractive. Friendships involve shared laughter, pain, joy, suffering, support, commiseration, etc., etc. That's the beauty of friendship, but it's also an emotional intimacy that, when combined with physical attraction, can certainly blur some lines. Again, I have no concerns about my wife at all in this scenario, and it is certainly my own insecurities and not liking the notion that guy with that kind of history with her may actually have romantic feelings, especially when going through the pain of divorce. All that said, I think where I probably did cross the "you're the asshole" category was in bringing up my perspective a second time. My wife wasn't initially as dismissive of my feelings, but when I said that I was glad she was enjoying the visit, but nothing about it has changed my mind about Joe, if I'm being honest, that was probably selfish and unnecessary. Joe's coming over for dinner this evening. I'm cooking, and I'll continue to be as welcoming and gracious as I can be. Probably never really trust Joe's motivations for reconnecting, but will continue to lean on the trust I have on my wife.
Mm,
Thanks for the thoughtful responses.
fair enough.
Good for him. I hope it doesn't backfire.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if ever something did happen between the wife and Joe, at this point, she'd blame it
Joe.
on OP, on the guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
because he's
being like, "Oh, you were jealous, so that like turned me off." Blah
that's
blah
happened a lot.
blah. Yeah, and then gaslighting them, and then
Yeah,
making them feel bad, and then yeah,
that's happened a lot.
yeah,
That's crazy though.
yeah. Why would he blame? Why would she blame it on Joe? Right? Joe
Yeah,
clearly, if that's his motive, then like that's his motive.
but I feel like it'd be easy for her to push it on him too. Like he came at me, but
Yeah, but at the
what if
same
she
time, okay,
wanted it
like
too?
if he came on her that once, then
That's
that's fine.
nasty.
In quotation, that's fine because like she didn't do anything about it. Like, like let's say she pushed him off, then whatever.
Uh,
Happened, right?
uh,
But if she ever decided to actually like fully commit to Joe,
yeah.
then I feel like the only option would be like, oh, it's because you were jealous and insecure and that turned me off and I want someone that's very secure and knows what he wants and blah blah blah.
Story number 3.
Number three.
Am I the asshole for telling my friend of 10 years that I no longer trust her?
Mm.
My childhood best friend of 10 years apparently dated my ex, 26 male, for 2 months after he and I broke up 2 years ago. I used to tell her a lot of details about my relationship with him during our relationship and after my relationship ended with him. They only dated for less than 2 months. I only just found out from a different source now 2 years later.
Mm.
I feel betrayed that she didn't tell me, especially since she knows I wouldn't have minded, but I would have needed to know.
Mm.
She doesn't think she owes me anything. She thinks it's part of her right to be private about her love life. She feels no guilt and no remorse. She says she didn't know that the girl code or bro code was a thing, and if she had known, she would have told me. She thinks I'm being harsh with her about something she didn't know she needed to do. She also feels hurt that I said I don't trust her and I don't feel safe around her. She thinks I'm disregarding her years of therapy and what she's been working on herself. Am I the asshole for telling her I don't trust her anymore?
No, not the asshole. Bro, the bro code and girl code, especially in this situation, which I know a lot of people don't have common sense, but I feel like it's common sense, right? Especially best friends? Friends.
10 years.
Best friends.
Like, bro, you tell
Bro.
your best friend
Yeah.
everything.
And now you wanna and then
And now you want to
she
sleep with my
was she
ex?
was dating that guy and she was telling her best friend everything about the relationship, but now she wants to keep her side of the
Yeah.
relationship like private.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. Next, bro. Next story. Not the asshole. She's an asshole. Next story, bro. Nothing more to say.
Actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, just drop her.
Maybe not drop her fully, but like
Ghost her.
date her ex. Don't tell her about it,
Steal her mans right now.
which is her ex.
No, they're not together anymore. They
Oh,
dated for
right, they
two
broke up.
months 2 years ago. And like, bro, how do you go to your friend, tell them everything about your relationship?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, I don't need to tell you anything.
Oh, that's crazy. No common sense.
If you're not gonna, not that if you're not gonna tell me, but like, if you're not gonna tell me things about your relationship, I get it. Like, some people are like that, right?
Sure, then I'm not telling you about mine.
Yeah, but did she know that? But like, you're best friends for 10 years. It's crazy.
Clearly weren't best friends.
She doesn't feel no remorse, no guilt.
Put a strain on that relationship, that's for sure.
Are we moving on so quickly?
No, yeah.
Oh, I
I'm s-
have only one more.
you want to read the comments?
Maybe we should read the comments, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Top comment?
Hmm.
Not the asshole. Dating your ex should have been something she told you, especially since she felt comfortable enough telling your source she's doing it. She
Mm.
wanted to keep her love life private from you specifically, knowing he was your ex, and now sounds like she's trying to guilt trip you. Girl code and simple trust are two different things. Imagine if you had found out at their wedding.
For reals. To me, simple trust is common sense. She really pulled the I didn't know what girl code was. How old are they? Male 26, so she's like maybe ever so slightly younger.
Yeah, she only put the age of the ex, which is 26.
I guess I'm gonna assume like a couple of years younger. Everyone's heard of the bro code and the girl code in high school, maybe even elementary.
Yeah, I know.
Come on now, next.
Another comment, you're not the asshole, but she didn't hide it from you because she didn't know. She hid it from you because she knew and felt it was wrong. Just because she now finds out you wouldn't have cared doesn't change the fact that she intentionally hid dating your ex for 2 years' time and only said something when someone else outed her.
Mm.
Anyone who was a decent person would at least ask as courtesy if you would mind. What would you do if your best friend dated your ex?
Like in that way, like not telling me or telling me and or asking me or just in general.
Just general, like, you don't care?
I wouldn't care. I know. I'm
You
crazy.
wouldn't care
I
if
wouldn't
your
care.
best
I
friend
wouldn't care.
dated your ex?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care.
Nah.
So your ex would basically be in your life forever because they're with your best friend and you're. Imagine if we were together for 5 years, broke up, and I went with Giddy, and we ended up like getting married, working everything out, and we were together forever. Nothing. You literally don't care about
That means
anything.
you found your one. Good.
You
Congratulations.
wouldn't care?
No,
Because you don't really care about
I
anything.
don't.
Imagine living a life like him.
I sleep pretty good at night.
wonder if anyone else feels like that. Because honestly, like, if I did a poll and it was like, how would you feel if your best friend dated your ex? Everyone would be like, weird. You'd be like, I don't care.
Would it be suspicious if it was like only a couple weeks after?
Like them.
Yeah,
Right after they
right
dated.
after? What's right after? I feel like the only thought that would go in my mind if it was like right after we broke up and they started dating like not too long after, I'd be like, did that happen while I was in my relationship with her? Kind of thing. That's the only thing that would go through my mind. But then I'd be like, yeah,
Okay.
okay, let's go.
Story number 4. Last one. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my partner access to my bank account? My partner Jamie and I have been together for over 3 years. We live together and share many aspects of our lives, but we've always kept our finances separate. Jamie and I have discussed this approach several times, and it's something we both agreed on when we first started living together. Recently, Jamie suggested that we should combine our finances and that I should give them access to my bank account. Jamie's reasoning was that it would make it easier to manage household expenses and future saving goals if we were both able to see and control each other's financial resources. I understand the logic behind this suggestion, but I'm not comfortable with the idea of sharing access to my bank account. I've always valued my financial independence and feel that having separate accounts helps me maintain a sense of security and control over my own money. Moreover, I have some personal savings that I've accumulated over the years, and I'm wary of blending those funds with Jamie's finances. I proposed a compromise. We could keep our individual accounts, but set up a joint account
Exactly.
specifically for shared
Exactly.
expenses and savings. This way, we could still manage our household finances together
Yes.
without merging all our personal funds. Jamie, however, wasn't satisfied with this arrangement
Well, too bad.
and feels that it doesn't address their concern about transparency and teamwork in our financial life. Jamie is hurt and feels that my refusal to share access to my bank account signifies a lack of trust and commitment. They argue that being fully open with our finances is essential for a healthy and trusting relationship. This disagreement has caused tension between us, and I'm left questioning if I'm being unreasonable for wanting to maintain financial privacy. So, am I the asshole for refusing to give my partner access to my bank account?
What does she mean by access? To see or to use?
I think Jamie wants to merge it together. Combine, yeah. Suggested that we combine our finances.
No.
And I should give them access to my bank account.
No.
So,
Next thing you know, my account's at a zero. Who
yeah.
is she?
Hmm?
Girlfriend? Wife?
Girlfriend.
No.
They're using they, so I'm not sure if.
Yeah, I heard they, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
who's
not
they?
sure if this is like, boyfriend,
Uh-huh.
girlfriend,
Uh-huh.
girlfriend.
Yeah, no. Joint account was the perfect
Yeah.
middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, like,
Not being married.
even if you're married.
I feel like if you're married, you can have like if you do the prenups,
Yeah.
join everything. I don't care, but if we get divorced, you have your prenup signed and you
Yeah.
know that you're getting whatever
I
you
wonder
have
how
in there.
prenups work with joint accounts and everything.
No, but prenups like you get to decide what you want, right?
Yeah.
So,
But then, like, let's say you get rich and everything, like, how do you still, do you update a prenup type shit?
uh,
You know?
I see.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah, no, if she just wants to combine everything together, that makes no sense.
If they
Oh, sorry. But Jamie, it's a she? Could be
Jamie
a he?
can be a boy or
Boy
a
too,
girl.
yeah.
So, not top comment, but the first comment here. So you're not married. Why exactly would you share bank accounts together?
Yeah.
Not the asshole.
Uh-huh.
I've been married 30 years and we both keep separate banking. We do have an ability to transfer money to each other, but that's it.
Yeah, e-transfer.
Yeah. It's like they want full access to everything.
Yeah.
And I understand that, like, some cultures are like that, though. Did you know that?
No, I don't know
That
that.
some cultures, like, the wife gives all the money to the husband, or the husband gives all the money to the wife,
Interesting.
and
then they
then
handle it.
and they handle like everything, like bills, paying everything. So like maybe that's where their head is at,
Mm-hmm.
but no.
I don't know if they are worried about OP's like
Financial
financial,
spendings.
yeah, decisions. right? I don't know if he like does some questionable transactions or whatever, and maybe trying to keep that at a minimum.
He says he has a nice savings account. OP has a nice savings account.
Yeah.
What he said about a joint, like a joint, and
Mm-hmm.
still having your own shit is
Mm-hmm.
good.
I feel like that's the best
Yeah,
middle ground that you can have
yeah.
when it comes to this. The fact that they weren't satisfied with that.
Yeah, it's like Jamie wants
Full.
full access to it. For what reason?
Exactly. That's what like. See, if you're not happy with a joint account and you want all of
Full
my,
access?
yeah, full access to my private, like, banking, then like why?
Do you think maybe Jamie doesn't make a lot and she's trying to take it
Mm-hmm.
all?
See, that's what I'm saying. That's the first thing that would go through my mind.
They've been together for 3 years.
Only.
And they've been living together. He's not the asshole.
No.
No one's the asshole today. Wow.
Crazy.
I picked not assholes.
Mm-hmm.
See, they argue that being fully open with our finances is essential for a healthy and trusting relationship.
Who said that day?
Jamie, yeah. Someone says, Jamie is up to something, not the asshole.
What's that? Like, if you want to see the numbers on my account, yeah, no problem. You can see it. But you're not having full access to it, as in, like, you can, put your hand in the pot of gold and then take out whatever money you want.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not how it works.
Yeah, someone said, I was married for 6 years, together for about 9, never asked to see their finances. She never asked to see mine.
Never seen to see? That's kind of crazy.
She never asked to see mine. Yeah, that's.
See?
Yeah.
I would want to see.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to use.
Yeah. Jamie?
See, though?
Yeah, that's true. Jamie is sketchy as hell. Definite red flag territory.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I am not trying to be married to someone that's damn near bankrupt without me knowing it. I would like to know, but I wouldn't use.
Not the asshole. Gambling addicts are very adept at hiding their debts. Suddenly, does he want to combine the money and getting upset when you say no? There's some reason.
See what I'm saying?
Also, first step of abuse is financial dependency. That's true. So who is writing this? Do you think it's a man or a woman? Huh. When you look at this,
Woman?
you can't even tell.
Mm.
This is really good. Because some people are saying it's a guy. Some are saying
That it's a girl?
it's a girl.
Mm.
See? Since Jamie is used for either gender and the OP very carefully used they, I'd be asking the same question. Why the change? Why does she want access to that money? What would you think if this was a guy instead of a girl? Because in my head, Jamie is
The girl?
a girl.
Yeah, me too.
But if Jamie's a boy, does anything change in
No.
your perspective?
No.
No?
No. I like what we do where we have like access to each other's cards, right?
Yeah.
Where we can use each other's cards and obviously let each other know about it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I wouldn't be able to go to the bank and empty out your card type shit.
Yeah, because it's my name.
Yeah.
Have you ever lost trust in anyone specific?
Like in general?
Yeah. Like any big, like, life moment that you had and you're like, damn, I can never trust this person. Like, specific that happened to you? Nothing? Wow. I feel like a lot of people have lost my trust, but at the same time, they're not really in my life.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not really like trust type thing, you know?
Thank you so much for watching.
Until next time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Until next time. No,
You
let's not
always
do
do
that
this.
again.
You're
Yeah, let's not do
pissing
that
me
again.
off.
Yo, come on, shit.
We'll see you guys in our next video. I hope you guys are enjoying the pod. If you want to come on and be a guest, you're more than welcome. Just let us know. Okay?
There's an entry fee. Huh?
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.